Hello, everybody, and welcome to the weekly look at the best-selling light novels in Japan. This covering the week of August 21st to the 27th of 2023. We actually have a couple of brand new series and a couple of brand new spin-off series on this list, so lots of interesting stuff. Let's go. At number 10, we have the first of our spin-offs, and this is Natsunagi Nagisa Still Wants to Be a High School Girl, Volume 1. The Detective is Already Dead, Ordinary Case. A spin-off depicting the daily life of the hugely popular Natsunagi Nagisa from The Detective is Already Dead. I wanted to be an ordinary high school girl. I wished for this life so that I could become a high school girl. I am Nagisa, Natsunagi Nagisa. I'm sure I'm still just an ordinary high school girl who hasn't become anything special yet. The only thing that sets me apart is that I've been frail and couldn't attend school until recently. But miraculously, a compatible donor appeared, and the surgery was successful. Although I returned to school at an odd time, thanks to my two best friends, I've finally achieved my long-desired normal high school life. Yes, I'm just an ordinary high school girl. However, I've become curious about the owner of this heart. While investigating strange incidents that are the talk of the school with my best friends, in order to find the rumored boy who can solve any case in this town. At number 9, the second son of a frontier count house wants to enjoy his reincarnated cheat life. Volume number 1. By some twist of fate, salaryman Koya is reincarnated into another world. To fully enjoy the otherworldly life he's always dreamed of, he cleverly asks a god for cheat skills and is reborn as Cliff Bold, the second son of a frontier count's family. Utilizing his skills, he happily tackles typical developments in the story, secretly practicing magic and hunting monsters in the Forest of Demons. Eventually, he gains a status worthy of being called a prodigy. Admitted to high school with exceptional achievements, he senses a fulfilling school life ahead with classmates like a princess, a martial arts-oriented handsome noble, and a beast folk girl. Will Cliff be able to achieve his ideal life in another world? The quintessential isekai reincarnation fantasy begins here. Side note, quintessential, I take that for most trope-filled, by the numbers isekai story begins here. At number 8, we have Diary of an Around 40 Sage's Life in Another World, 0, Sword and Sorceress World, Volume 1. An around 40 old man, Satoshi Osako, embarks on a grand adventure in the VRRPG Sword and Sorceress. Since being laid off, Satoshi Osako, an around 40 old man, has been leading a relaxed rural life while taking care of his farm. His enjoyment comes from the VRRPG Sword and Sorceress, where he roams freely on adventures as the great sage Zelos Merlin. However, this game hides a significant secret that is never revealed to the players. From the pioneer of Old Man Reincarnation Works, Diary of an Around 40 Sage's Life in Another World, comes a spin-off that depicts the episodes before the protagonist Zelos' reincarnation into another world. Enjoy the chaotic and outrageous game life of players, including Zelos, who are part of the strongest and most notorious party, dedicated to our hobbies and stuck in the details, known by the alias Annihilators. At number 7, Volume number 8 of The Shut-In Lady is a reasonable sacred beast caretaker. We need money for your fallen mother's sake, so please serve in the royal palace. One day, Countess Muriel was told this by her father, and she firmly refused. After all, She's an introvert who struggles with social interactions and spends her time reading books. Working in the royal palace is impossible. Or so she thought, but her father suggested she work as a librarian. Thinking she might be able to handle that, Muriel promptly heads for the interview. But why is the overly charismatic Captain Cyrus the interviewer? And when did she get hired as the sacred beast keeper, responsible for taking care of the sacred beasts? A romantic comedy between a reclusive young lady and the captain of the Sacred Beast Knights. At number 6, volume number 1 of The Court Wizard Was Banished. This story is about Arnaud, one of the 7 masters, who was a court mage in the Desant Kingdom. Although he and his subordinates were defending territories infested with powerful monsters, he was exiled for not expanding the kingdom's territory. Left with no choice, Arnaud takes his mistreated subordinates and moves to the neighboring Limbourg kingdom. Upon registering as an adventurer in Limbourg, Arnaud aims to form a large adventurer group known as a clan to ensure he won't be exploited again. Just as he starts his new life, he encounters Sakura, a knight from the kingdom, who is searching for her missing sister, Oka. Using his skills as a former court mage, Arnaud successfully locates and rescues Oka. When Arnaud reveals his identity as one of the 7 masters, it turns out that he is quite famous in Limbourg. The story sets the stage for a powerful fantasy tale where the strongest court mage rises to prominence with his talented subordinates. At number 5, volume number 9 of Days with My Stepsister. After his father remarries, Yuta suddenly finds himself with a new stepsister, Saki, the greatest beauty at school. Neither is sure how to act around the other at first, but the two gradually grow more comfortable living together. Slowly, cautiously, patiently, 2 strangers become more. So begins an unlikely love story. At number 4, Kirby of the Stars come to lively Mahoroa Land. A major incident at Mahoroa's theme park, Mahoroa Land? Capture the culprit. A mysterious letter has arrived for Kirby and his friends. The sender is Mahoroa. It was an invitation to Mahoroa Land, a theme park filled with fun attractions created by Mahoroa. Kirby and King Dedede are thrilled. However, as Meta Knight and Bandana Waddle Dee suspected, there's a huge explosion in the bomb-throwing game, Explosive Bomber Rally. What's the truth behind the strange incidents that keep happening? The YY Mahoroa Land that appears in Kirby of the Stars Wii Deluxe has been turned into a novel. Funny enough, this is the only book that's still on the list from the last 2 weeks. Kirby is a big thing in Japan apparently. At number 3, volume number 5 of 7th Time Loop, the villainess enjoys a carefree life married to her worst enemy. Being reborn once may sound impressive, but Riche is already on her 7th time around. She has had all kinds of excitement in her previous lives, from peddling goods as a merchant to locking blades as a knight. So now, she's determined to kick back and enjoy. But to savor the high life, she first has to marry the handsome prince, the same one who happens to be her murderer. It will take 6+ lifetimes of experience and skills for Riche to break the time loop and make her extravagant dreams come true. At number 2, volume number 5 of Easygoing Territory Defense by the Optimistic Lord. Production magic turns a nameless village into the strongest fortified city. Vaughn, 4th son of a marquis, is just a toddler when he realizes he's been reincarnated. Thanks to his literal lifetime of knowledge, he's raised as a child prodigy, until his production magic manifests, and it's the last thing his snooty mage family wants to see. His disappointed father banishes him to a podunk town on the verge of collapse. Yet Vaughn can only see the place's potential. Can our hero's bastion of battlements build a better life than battle magic ever could? Finally, at number 1, Disney Twisted Wonderland Episode 2, Rebel of the Wilderness. Disney Twisted Wonderland Novelization Episode 2, Rebel of the Wilderness is finally released. The second installment of the novel series that allows you to enjoy Twisted Wonderland in great volume and with delicate prose. Yeah, that's the translation of the Japanese. Now, in case you're not aware, Disney's Twisted Wonderland is actually a Japanese mobile game. The description of the game is, Yu is summoned to another world by a magic mirror and arrives at the magic training school, Night Ravens College. The main character is taken in by the school's headmaster and becomes acquainted with the school's top students, each in 7 different dormitories, while searching for a way home. I really don't know anything about this game, although it is apparently available in English if any of you are familiar with it. I'd love to hear your thoughts about it in the comments down below. So those are the top 10 best-selling light novels in Japan for the week of August 21st to the 27th of 2023. What are your thoughts? Have you read a couple of these we actually do have available in English? Have you read any of them? What are your thoughts? Keep them spoiler-free. For the sake of everybody, it just means that people, if they find something they enjoy, that they're not starting from a spoiled point of view. In any case, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you liked it, heck, even if you didn't like it, give it a thumbs up. Really helps me out, really helps out the channel, lets YouTube know that this stuff is actually worth watching. I really appreciate you checking this video out, and I look forward to seeing you in one of my future videos. Till then, bye-bye for now.